10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, under here, roll under the bed.
Slide over here, slide over here, you drop on the shots like this, you go here, here, here,
If I get him where I need him to be, he's gonna sleep for sure. Soften him up, then fry him.
When Floyd Mayweather has reportedly reunited with Gervonta Davis for an intense training session ahead of the much-anticipated fight with Jake Paul. Despite their past tensions, the former champion seems fully focused on helping Tank prepare for the big stage.
Fans, the real ones that know that this is no easy fight. He's very skilled, and I'm gonna go on the line and say this may be the most skillful person that Tank has faced thus far.
I just don't want to look bad come fight night. My biggest fear has been embarrassed, especially in front of like all these people, like worldwide. Then you be like, come this mean for deck, like, you know? Like, I ain't got time for that. I'm not trying to go out, get my butt kicked.
Many fans believe that Mayweather's guidance brings priceless experience, especially against an unpredictable opponent like Jake Paul. Their reunion has created huge excitement and speculation, making people realize that this fight is far more serious than they first thought.
They just want things right now. They want to see nothing but excitement. They want to be entertained. They don't want to pay a lot of money to come to a fight to watch two guys just jab, 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 grab.
Gervonta Davis has built a reputation for pushing his limits every time he enters training camp. His preparation for this fight is no different. Recent footage and insider reports show him working on speed, precision, and explosive power. Coaches say he's sharper than ever, moving with urgency while staying in full control. His footwork looks faster, helping him glide around the ring effortlessly. Tank knows this matchup demands perfection, so he's leaving no room for mistakes. Whether he's drilling angles, reaction time, or defense, everything reflects how seriously he's taking Jake Paul's challenge. His mindset remains simple. Stay ready, stay hungry, stay dangerous. Leonard Ellerbe has expressed full confidence in Tank's star power, saying that no fighter today brings entertainment like him. Fans tune in not just to see him win, they come for the thrill. Ellerbe says people don't pay to watch a slow sparring match. They want suspense, danger, and explosive knockouts. Tank's fights create moments that live forever in highlight reels. He understands that boxing is both skill and showmanship. This fight with Jake Paul, despite the controversy, gives Tank another chance to prove he's the most exciting fighter of this generation.
They just want things right now. They want to see nothing but excitement. They want to be entertained. They don't want to pay a lot of money to come to a fight to watch two guys just jab, 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 grab, jab, grab. Again, that's why Tank Davis is the most exciting fighter in the entire world, because he gives the fans exactly what they want.
And speaking of familiarity, you mentioned that earlier. This is somewhat of a familiar foe in Oscar De La Hoya via Ryan Garcia, Floyd Mayweather, Tank Davis. There's some old connotations there. How much is Mayweather Promotions or PBC looking to deal a blow to the Golden Boy brand by knocking out their stalwart in Ryan Garcia?
Oh, that's happening. That's happening. And then again, it's always good. You know, it's great. It'll be great for Tank.
Paulie Malignaggi argues that boxing must protect its soul. From his point of view, the matchup between Davis and Paul feels more like a show than a real sporting contest. He fears that boxing's proud legacy of fair competition is being replaced by fame-driven events. Malignaggi believes that if victories aren't earned against real equals, the emotional power of a knockout becomes meaningless. Casual fans may cheer, but true boxing followers see the sport losing its integrity. Speaking with Chris Algieri, Malignaggi said mismatches damage boxing's image and that the sport must refocus on elite-level matchups.
Knockouts, dude. Knockouts. People like knockouts. They don't care if you're knocking out cab drivers. Look at Jake Paul's career.
You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture knockouts.
You can't manufacture.
To a degree, you can. To a degree. I mean, Gervonta legitimately cannot get knockouts. I agree. He can punch, but there's a lot of limited knockout artists though, man.
He's one of the least active punchers in the game with the highest knockout percentage of current heavyweight.
But if he was a real knockout artist,
champion.
If he was a real knockout artist, could it prop him up against the best of the best? Felix Trinidad was a knockout artist. He was knocking out the best of the best. If you're a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best and show us how he smokes them. But the way we did when Felix Trinidad was doing it, you know, the way they did when Mike Tyson was doing it in his prime. Okay, say what you want about the Mike Tyson era. He knocked out everyone from 1986 to 1989. Everyone got knocked out. Everyone.
Well, by your standard, you could say that Tyson was, to a degree, manufactured.
No, because he fought everyone that was there. Everyone that was there at that time fought.
Teddy Atlas will 100% agree with this.
With the expense of Witherspoon.
That we're afraid of
with the exception of Witherspoon. No, but they all, doesn't matter. He knocked them all out. There was nobody you could say in that era except maybe Witherspoon, who had contract issues with King at the time. Except for Witherspoon, there is nobody Tyson didn't fight in that era. He knocked them all out. You can't say like, oh, but if he would have fought that guy, I don't know. No, with Davis, there's guys right now that have been hanging around for years. Yo, dude, when are you going to fight them? The lightweight division was stacked with talent. Even at 130, it had a lot of talent when he was there. Didn't fight almost any of them. So it's not the same thing as the Tyson era. You want to say anything about Tyson era? Fine. It wasn't as high level or something. He still knocked out everyone. There was nobody there in that era that you can say Tyson didn't fight.
Didn't say it was related. It was the same as the Tyson era. Didn't say it at all. I was actually going to say the opposite when you talk about Trinidad.
Floyd Mayweather's influence in boxing remains unmatched, and the rumors around him prove it. Some analysts believe his recent interest in a possible fight with Tyson shows he still refuses to fade away. Even in retirement, Mayweather thrives on attention and competition. At this stage, it's not just about money, it's about legacy and control. Sharing headlines with Tank and Jake may have reignited that fire in Floyd, reminding the world that he still commands star power. Whether the Tyson idea happens or not, one thing is clear. Mayweather always finds a way to stay in the spotlight.
Many celebrities and so many people that are known where you can get somebody and they can sell tickets to events. That's what kicked off the social media influence boxing that Jake Paul was birthed from. Now we're in a vacuum. And so there's going to be a lot of conversation about that and continuing to do that. In this particular video, though, I want to get into the mind of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and why Floyd Mayweather Jr. would do this. There is the money, but there's also the competitive nature of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and him not wanting to have other people think that they're a bigger star than he is. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not been able to really launch his star outside of the sport of boxing, so he continues to do exhibitions. Now, what I think is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is announced it at this point in time with Mike Tyson in order to take advantage of the publicity heading into the Gervonta Davis, Jake Paul fight, which is, I do believe, set for November. So now that they have all the publicity and all that stuff coming out from that, he's going to piggyback on it and then try to have it in the beginning of next year sometime and actually make it a bigger event than Gervonta versus Jake Paul. And it probably will be. And the reason that I say that is because of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is bigger than Floyd. Let me say Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson's bigger than Floyd Mayweather. I still think his name is bigger than Floyd Mayweather, even though I know Floyd has made more money in the pay-per-views. And I think that had a lot to do with, again, social media area and otherwise. But the combination of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson and the question about what is going to happen in that fight,